Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again with another illegitimate attack from Hoyoverse, specifically Genshin Impact, over to Wuthering Waves. And this is a conflict, this is a battle that has been ongoing since Wuthering Waves' release. A bunch of insecure Hoyoverse players, and in this case, developers, going ahead and trying to take some shots at other titles because, well, let's just be honest here, they're the laziest bastards in gacha history, resting on their laurels because they had the nice little coincidence of launching during a global pandemic. They were able to build up a reliable player base of freaks who use Genshin Impact as a substitute for an actual therapist to get through the massive mental issues that they developed during isolation, and now they're going ahead, getting milked, abused, and of course, weaponized against every other company that happens to be doing a much better job than Hoyo when it comes to making games. And this is the most recent example over here. You can kind of see there was a bit of a statement made by developers over here talking about why they're lazy, why they're not putting in effort. If we were to blindly chase realism in other games, blah, 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 the visuals could easily become cluttered. Basically, this is a bunch of talk, right? This is a bunch of noise coming from this absolute bum's lips. A bunch of noise to explain why the game looks like shit. And it's looked like shit for 6 fucking years with no improvement anywhere. And the reality over here is that these devs are basically providing excuses out of their ass for why they don't do anything and why they haven't done anything for 6 fucking years. And guess what? This community, like I said before, of idiots that require a therapist instead of gacha pulls to make their life better, they're already going ahead and using this, weaponizing this to take some shots. So why don't we go ahead actually break down this bump? You can see over here he leads into this section with one of the most obvious shit-eating grins I think I've ever seen. Just like literally look at this dude, like he already knows he's about to say some bullshit. Like bro, he already knows he's about to say some absolute fucking bullshit right here. Like look at the lead up of this thing. Anyways, all right, we got the subtitles ready. Let's okay, whoopsies. Nope. The only thing ascending. Yeah, you ain't going to Celestia, brother. Let's go ahead. Let's see what this one's looking like.
这把我干哪儿了？这还是原神。但是话又说回来，作为一款卡通渲染风格的游戏，许多光影效果和纹理细节都是我们美术同学手动调节，甚至
He's lying. They use AI.
手动绘制完成的。
What do you mean hand painting, bro? Like, wait. Okay, wait. I need to call out the first line. This motherfucker said hand painting. Okay. It's ironic that he used the term hand painting. Let me go show you the hand painting that this guy is talking about. And I don't need to look any further than this fucking live stream, bro. Bro, this shit gotta be... Wait, did they remove it? No, they did it. They did it. Bro, this is such a goofy. No, they did. Hand painted. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Hand painted when you got this fucking eldritch abomination growing out of Paimon's left hand? And apparently she got 2 right legs too. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, apparently she got 2 right legs as well. Bro, what do you mean hand painted? This is the most AI generated shit I think anyone's ever seen. Maybe Sneznaya is modeled after Russia, right? Maybe Paimon took a trip to Teviat's version of Chernobyl before this trailer. And this is lore accurate. Who knows? Hey, who knows, bro?
如果盲目向写实风格的游戏作品看齐，贸然的堆细节加精度，会导致游戏画面显得杂乱。
Alright, so basically he's saying, if we add too many visuals to the game, they can easily become cluttered and lose their sense of focus. Alright, let's go take a look at their latest Archon, right? Because the Archon unit of a region is essentially like the leader, right? The big top dog. And they're typically released actually quite early on in the version. And so the top dog, right, of this region is, of course, Columbina. So why don't we go ahead, take a look at this, take a look at the kit of the Archon equivalent over here. Let's just see what the quality's looking like. Oh yeah. That's her entire basic attack chain, by the way. She's got 2 other animations. I believe that's the other animation. And that's the last one. Guys, they're basically just feeding you bullshit excuse after bullshit excuse to explain to you why their kits look like they haven't progressed at all since 2020. Straight up, they're out here talking about making all of these excuses, right? Columbina literally looks worse, animation, VFX, whatever wise, than characters that they released in 2021. Bro, Kokomi looks better than this. Bro, Barbara is comparable to this. And if anything, right, people have done even more comparisons. They've apparently gotten even worse. They've apparently gotten even worse, bro. Oh yeah, you remember this? Oh yeah, no, we could just watch this cutscene. This is what used to be in the game. This is 1.0, by the way. Obviously, right? An actual pre-rendered fight. Hey, you wanna know what we get here though? Hey, this is Natland. Hey, yo, this is 2025, baby. Kill him. Got him. They banging. Yeah, he a bit of a freak. Hey, that's one way to avoid visual clutter, right? Hey, yo, Genshin developers, that is absolutely 1,000,000% one way to avoid visual clutter. Just don't show that shit on the screen. Hey, you can't lose a sense of focus if it was never there in the first place. You can't lose a sense of focus if it's never there in the fucking first place, bro. Exactly. Yo, it's like, dude, I'm there. I'm in there. In the moment. I love that not just do they like focus on a shaking rock, it also does a fade to black as well. It's like they were like, shit. I don't even know what the thought process is of going to the fading rock and then, or going to the shaking rock and then also black screening as well. It's like they were just like, how lazy can we get with this? Like, how little can we do? Like, how little effort can we put in and like still kind of make it seem like a cutscene? And this player base, right? They just be eating this shit up, bro. They're literally getting fed doo-doo water. They're drinking doo-doo water and eating poo-poo meals. And they're just like, Hoyoverse, please, wiping shit off their face. They're like, Hoyoverse, please, give me more. Oh, Woo-Wah so bad. Oh, Woo-Wah so lazy. Or sorry, not Woo-Wah so lazy. Woo-Wah so messy. Woo-Wah such poor frame rate. Yeah, you know what? Hey, I guess your game is gonna have incredible frame rate when this is the cuts. Yeah, this is 900 FPS, by the way. This scene over here, 900 FPS. Actually, like more like 1,000,000 FPS, if we're gonna be honest, right? Because why don't we just show one cutscene from like Wuthering Waves, like 2.6? Yeah, let's just watch this. Yeah, why not? One cutscene from here. This is all in-game, by the way. All in-game, by the way. Not pre-rendered. Not pre-rendered. Oh, brother. Oh, yeah. Y'all forget that one was in the game? Yeah, no, this was 7 months ago, by the way. Actually, it's more like 10 months ago, to be honest. This was just uploaded late. That's all in engine, by the way. We got Genshin devs over here out excusing this. We want to make sure we lose the focus. Yeah, we gotta make sure that the players are engaged. Shut the fuck up, you lazy fucking bastard. Oh my god. Bro, imagine having this many excuses for being this fucking lazy.
去视觉焦点，也不够温暖和
And more importantly, the warm, dreamlike atmosphere that defines the game would also be compromised. I don't even think I need to comment on that one.
梦幻，破坏沉浸感，而且贸然大幅升级。
This is the thing. If this was actually the truth, and this was actually taking place, you wouldn't need the developers going in and explaining what the truth is. This is what you call controlling the narrative and coming up with excuses and then begging your players to believe it because it's not believable, right? If this was actually happening, you would not need to say that it's happening. Hoyoverse is attempting to tell its player base how to think versus the players coming up with that themselves. It's obvious. Moreover, aggressively pushing visual upgrades all at once could mean leaving behind players on low-end or even mid-range devices. So now they've come up with another excuse. We are making the game look like dog shit. We are making the cutscenes look like dog shit. We are putting no effort into the game because we're thinking about all those players that are using outdated old technology, and we got to make sure that they can still play the game. Commander, report from headquarters. It appears that my bullshit detector is going off. Yeah, my bullshit detector is going off. I could buy that excuse if it was still available on the PS4. I could understand that excuse, right? If it was still available on the PS4, but it's not. It actually got shut down literally like 2 weeks before that presentation. About 2 weeks before that presentation, right? It still got shut down. And it's just insane, right? That these developers are out here saying stupid ass fucking shit like, oh yeah, our game looks like shit because we gotta make sure it's playable on low-end devices. Yeah, that's why it looks like fucking garbage. But then they still did this to players playing on the PS4, brother. So like, what exactly is like going on here? So yeah, you guys are just lying. You guys are just lying once again. No, you're just doing this because you're lazy as fuck. You want to know how they're lazy as fuck? Because Endless Zone Zero literally does not even run if your phone doesn't meet certain specifications, bro. You can't even download it. You're like banned from engaging with it in the fucking App Store.
放弃低端乃至中端配置的玩家，其实是不合理。
Nah, okay, nah. This guy is just, remember what I said? This brother man had a shit-eating grin as he was introing in on this segment? Remember when I said that? Like, he was just like, yeah, no, you see why now, right? No, this dude just, now, he put it on the poker face right now. Nah, hell no, bro.
毕竟我们不能为了一厢情愿的。
But he tries so hard to be serious. He tries so hard to be serious. After all, we don't believe technology should be pursued for its own sake. He out here like, yeah, we're lazy. We're lazy. And the reason why? Well, we're just gonna say that everyone else that's improving their game and making their game look better, they're just doing it for no reason. And us sitting on our asses, thumbs deep in our booty holes, doing nothing. Oh, we got a reason for that. And the reason that we're not doing anything is because they're not doing it for a reason. Bro, this straight up is like the most like woe is me bullshit I think anyone's ever heard from a developer before. And the fact that Hoyoverse is confident publicly making statements like this, you know that this game is literally just made for retarded sheep. I'm sorry. Imagine buying into this when this is what your kit for your Archon, your most recent Archon. Bro, what even is this? Bro, what even is this bullshit, man? Like, how can you even rationalize this? This dude is just out here pulling out every single excuse in the book, trying to minimize the other games, talking about what Genshin's doing so much better, and the excuses don't even work because they're not even true. And it's all to excuse the fact that the game looks worse than it did 6 years ago. Literally, areas of the game look fucking worse than what they did 6 years ago. Oh my god.
技术追求，不顾大多数玩家的游戏。
Especially if it comes at the cost of the experience of the vast majority of our players. Yeah. You already are doing shit that comes at the vast majority of all your fucking players. Bro, have you seen the latest Stygian Onslaught? Bro, let me just talk about the latest Stygian Onslaught, bro. Why don't we just talk about it? Hey, we gonna call this good for the players, you fucking retard? I've never seen everybody in the community bitch collectively about one feature in a game before. This gecko, I don't think anyone has had a single good thing to say about this getting added to the game. Show me one person saying this is good boss design. Tell me one person that's saying this is a good ad. Tell me one person that says that this isn't a shield piece of garbage that's only meant to sell Linnea. Brother, I have never seen the community so unilaterally agreed that Stygian Onslaught and the endgame is the worst fucking thing they've ever seen because this shit got added. Bro, and you out here saying, oh yeah, we're not going to add anything that comes at the cost of the experience of the vast majority of players. You cannot say that shit, and when you just released this dog shit 9 days ago. Oh my god, like the most tone-deaf miscommunications possible within the development team, bro. Where it's like, yeah, you're gonna have this guy go up here and say, yeah, by the way, we're on the side of the players, and we're definitely here to make sure that the experience is as enjoyable for everyone as it possibly can be. And so why don't you guys just go ahead? I know the game looks like shit, and the game definitely doesn't look like a game that's been developed in 2026, but hey, we're doing this for you guys, so how about you guys just get right off our back? And then at the same time, you put this shit in the game. These motherfuckers want to have their cake and eat it too. Put in the most shield garbage the universe has ever seen gameplay-wise, and then say, oh, by the way, we're on the player's side. Yeah, we're actually on your side, ladies and gentlemen. Just shut the fuck up, man.
游戏体验。
原神以往的
Oh, God, get this fucking... Bro, this guy's built like a fucking... Anyways, holy shit. I'm sorry, that just... That might... That was... I did not see that coming. That was not pre-watch, bro. But like, holy shit. He got the biggest head I've ever seen. What the fuck? Bro, his build is unique. What the fuck? I know he lost weight. This dude needs to regain some. No, this dude used to be way bigger before, right? But like, he needs to like regain weight, like on the muscle side, and just like make the rest of his body bigger. Anyways, that's the breakdown. And now what we gotta do, right, is start holding some of these dumb-ass Hoyoverse players who decided to jump on the woo-wah bad because the game doesn't look like shit train, Hoyo good because the game looks like garbage train, and start taking a look at, well, one of my most favorite things to look at, the 1,000 quote retweets that are here. So why don't we get started? Sneznaya was revealed, yet all the tweets are about woo-wah. And you're gonna tell me woo-wah is not that girl. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, do keep in mind that everyone out here is only talking about this little 30-second segment from this, like, beetle-looking motherfucker, right? Look at everything else that's in here, bro. Hey, y'all see any tweets about this? Y'all see any tweets about this? Y'all see any tweets about that? Y'all see any tweets about her? Y'all see any tweets about anything else? Y'all see any tweets about this fucking Snowpiercer trade that they got going out over here? Y'all see any tweets about this? Y'all see any tweets about that? No, motherfucker. All you see are people out here saying, oh my gosh, look, Hoyoverse just buried woo-wah. Look, Hoyoverse just took a shot. Guys, they got owned. Guys, woo-wah got owned. There's nobody talking about anything else that happened in this fucking presentation, bro. Isn't that just kind of crazy? Isn't that just kind of fucking nuts? Yo, why the dev team looks... I'm sorry. Okay, maybe they shouldn't get... Maybe they should get other people. Anyways, You can kind of see what's going on over here, right? Let's keep going. Now they got like this fucking like drag queen shit. I don't watch this garbage, so it's whatever. Anyone else weirded out by how Genshin just got their first look at the most anticipated region yet, and all their community cares about is Wuwa strays? Yes. Even Hoyo devs are ending Puwa over the travesty that is their optimism. Guys, that's all they can focus on at this point. And we even have retarded former woo-wop Twitter posters like Adam Bob. Dude, this guy has had the most insane downfall I've ever seen. I think people now associate this photo with mental disability. Yeah, no, that's kind of like I now associate like this, like whatever. I don't even know what game this is from. Now I just think it's mental disability. Anyways. Oh, this woo-wah shade. Whack Puwa. Tapped Puwa's jaw clean off. Guys, these individuals literally have decided to turn Genshin's Shneznaya reveal into a Wuthering Waves advertisement. Because you want to know what a bunch of people are going to do at this point? They're going to be like, oh, surely I've got to go see how badly this game runs myself. There's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to see tweets like this, right? And be like, oh, what are all these people talking about? They're going to look up Wuthering Waves. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to see some fucking crazy-ass, badass cutscenes like this. And they're like, oh, shit, maybe I should go play the game. What these guys don't recognize is that you are attacking a game on the basis that it looks too good. That is the basis of your guys' attack. It looks too good. And they should make it look worse. Do you really think people are gonna look at that and be like, huh, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna try that game out now. I'm definitely not gonna go look that game up. Yeah, I hate a game that looks too good. This is literally one of, actually, the best advertisements that Wuthering Waves could have asked for. And imagine that you turned Genshin's Shneznaya, its 7.0 reveal, into a gigantic fucking woo-wah advertisement. Bro, these guys astroturfed themselves. They astroturfed themselves. Because you all know these are woo-wah antis. You all know these are pro-Genshin Twitter accounts posting all of this retarded shit. But what's the end result? Do you think Wuthering Waves is going to lose players because of this? Do you think they're actually going to lose players because you're saying the game looks too good? That doesn't even make sense. That fundamentally does not even fucking make sense, bro. That's not logical. Because what's one thing when it comes to optimization? Bro, it can only get better. It's not like the game's going to get worse. Optimization can only be improved. And that's the thing that you're deciding to take shots at. Something where you're at the lowest level it can go. It can only go higher from here for the stuff that's already in the fucking game. Good God. And now we got some quote retweets on the other. I'm not going to look at all fucking 1,000 of these, bro. It's a bunch. As you can see, there are a bunch of idiots here. The quote retweets, though, in this, on this post, though. This bad boy, the woo-wah shade. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. So why did they EOS on the PS4? Because this one is specifically saying could mean leaving behind players on low ends or even mid-range machines. Something that's not we're basically excusing why they're lazy fucking bums who don't put any effort into the game, right? So why the EOS on the PS4? Bit of a hot moment over there, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got somebody posting it in a different language that they're EOSing on the PS4. Oh, yeah. No, we're all operating on the same wavelength over here. We all remember that. We all remember that. And guess what? Genshin Impact still doesn't have 120 FPS and proper anti-aliasing on a bunch of devices. Just saying, they still don't have that. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. This is just another way of saying we're going to continue to recycle models and animations so everyone can play the game. Ooh, woo. I agree with everyone having access to the game. That's cool. Hoyo is just lazy as fuck. On conclude this new player perspective. What is this?
Yeah. This game is amazingly beautiful. It's crazy.
Y'all remember that this was 1.3? Just so you guys know, this was November 2024. This released in November 2024. Just saying. This was in the middle of, I think this was the start of Natland. Was this not? This was when like Natland was like in pre-release. Maybe this was still while we were in Fontaine, bro. That's when this area got added to the game.
It looks really beautiful in 21.9, I believe so. I mean, this is a 4K monitor, HDR. It looks.
This is Sumeru? No, 2025 was Natland, and this is 2024. Oh, look at this. Hey, nice Discord advertisement. Yeah, y'all can click the link in my description and join that server.
Much better on my screen, probably. Unless you also have a HDR.
The fuck is that, bro? Why'd you?
But that's really good, man. This game is amazing. I'm absolutely mind blown by this game.
And that's really the genuine take. And anyone that wasn't taken aback by this segment over here, I'm going to be honest, you're there to just hate the game. You're not there to enjoy games. You're not there to enjoy gaming. I will call out anyone that felt nothing from this, that didn't think that this shit was cinema, because there's really no way for you to have that feeling unless your goal is to just hate the game. And that's kind of just the reality over here. That's kind of just like the take, right? Yeah, I'll mince words with any retard that tries to have a differing opinion on that. There is really genuinely only one opinion to have here. And that's just the truth regarding the matter. And of course, this can be applied to so many goddamn areas in the game. This can be applied to so many different facets of it. And that's just the reality, guys. They're going to be out here making a bunch of these excuses, talking so many words, saying so many things about why these are the laziest devs in gacha history. And the community, like I said before, made of a pandemic disabled individuals who again are using Genshin Impact in lieu of a therapist. Well, of course gonna eat this shit up. And that's the reality of the Genshin Impact player base, the Hoyoverse player base, and that's why it's so easy to make fun of them all the time, and that's why we make so many of these videos. Let me know what you all thought, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.